Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you are new. I'm so happy that you're here for today's video. So in this video, we are going to be spending some time in our entryway, and I'm planning to share some helpful tips to really bring functionality, charm, character, and warmth into the entryway of not only my home, but your home as well. We're going to be doing a DIY accent wall in this space, which is the perfect way to kind of set the tone of the home as you and your guests are walking in, and it just really gives some character to a space. We are also going to be changing some things up in our own entryway. So this video kind of came as a need for us to make some changes in our home to make it a little bit more functional. So I'm excited to share what we've done, and hopefully that will give you some decorating ideas and inspiration and just organizational ideas for your own home. So if you are not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. I have new videos coming out every week here on my YouTube channel, and I would just love to have you join our YouTube family. All right, let's go ahead and jump straight into today's video. We are going to jump right in with our DIY striped wall. I've been wanting to add a little bit of interest to this wall for a while now, and I always kind of thought we would go the wallpaper route. But a few weeks ago, I saw Liz Marie Galvan do this painted stripe look on Instagram, and I loved how it gave the wallpaper look without the cost or the commitment of actual wallpaper. We started with a fresh coat of Snowbound by Sherwin-Williams to touch up the base. Then Chad came in with his laser level to tape out the stripes. I'm going to link the one that we used because we've had a couple, and this one was such a game changer for this project. The colored stripe that we're going to be doing is Heather by Dunn Edwards. It's the same warm color that we've used throughout our home on the trim, the doors, the cabinets. We always have Sherwin-Williams just color match it, which is super handy since we don't have a Dunn Edwards local. So I'll include a screenshot of the formula if you want to try it too. It's definitely one of my most frequently asked questions. While the paint dried, we added some cozy texture and a little bit of privacy to our office with these Roman shades from 2 Pages. Our office sits right at the front of the house, and I love the natural light, but there are definitely days where the desk is overflowing with a project in progress, and being able to pull the shades closed when guests arrive or we get a knock at the front door is so helpful. And beyond that, texture like this adds warmth and softness to an entryway, which is often filled with harder surfaces, just the floors, the doors, the walls. Don't underestimate the power of fabric elements to make a space feel welcoming. And on that privacy note, you may notice as you see little clips of the front door, we actually put some like peel and stick translucent, I guess. I'm trying to think of even what it's called, like little strips up just to add some privacy. We noticed that when we moved in, we got knocks on the door, living in a neighborhood, of course, like quite frequently, and people could see straight into our house, and then the dogs would start barking and go crazy. And so that provides the light still, but we also get a little bit of privacy. Now for the moment of truth, it's time to pull off the tape. So a quick tip that we learned, remove your tape while the paint is still wet, otherwise it can peel. We had a few little spots like that where the tape was adhering to the wall and not wanting to come off, but once everything dried, we were able to just gently rub them out with our fingers. I love how this wall turned out. An accent wall in your entryway can completely set the tone for your home. It adds charm, a sense of intention, and just a little something special to greet you or your guests at the door. While we let the paint completely dry, I made a quick run to HomeGoods to find an affordable new rug for the entryway. They always have the best options in that cozy but practical price range, especially for high traffic areas like the entry, and they are fully stocked with all kinds of Loloi rugs. And if you know me, those are some of my favorites. They are, again, just super affordable, and I was able to find one that is so perfect. I can't wait to show you. Once I got back home, the accent wall was totally dry and it was time to go ahead and style it. So we hung this beautiful artwork above the little dresser that we have there, along with a battery operated art light. So we have a couple of these lights above our frame TVs and we love them. They're super easy to install and they're so charming. The other two that we have are not battery operated. They're just more for looks. But when I found the same version, but rechargeable battery operated, I was like, yes, please. I love the glow that it adds to this space. So the artwork itself is really special to me. It was a birthday gift from a dear friend who had remembered me pointing it out in an antique store, and she went back and surprised me with it for my birthday. It's just one of those thoughtful touches that adds so much heart to a space. On the opposite wall, I rehung the floral prints that we'd had for a while. These, honestly, we probably had for about 3 years. I just ordered these downloadable prints off of Etsy and put them in some frames that I had purchased at Target. So we already had the nails in the walls, so it was perfect, easy to put those back up. The reason we had taken those down is we did go ahead and touch up the snowbound on this wall as well while we were doing it on the other wall. Whenever you've got the paint out, no wall is safe. I feel like there's just always going to be scuffs and marks just with life, and it felt good to freshen things up. I finally took down the little 2-hook entry hanger we've had since we moved in. I wanted something a bit more functional, and this new wooden piece adds warmth to the white wall. It gives us 4 hooks for bags, coats, hats, keys, and I love that it has a small ledge at the top for styling. Functional decor is so important in a space like this. It has to work for your everyday life but still feel like home. Next, I moved our bookshelf from the office into the entryway and tried my hand at styling it. This bookshelf was serving a purpose for storing some of our crafting and just school supplies, but the homeschool year has wrapped up and we've got some armoire storage in that space, so I just kind of put everything in there. As you'll see in this clip, I wasn't totally loving how this bookshelf was turning out. It ended up feeling a little bit too bulky and tall for the space, so you'll see me shortly move it to the opposite wall and just swap it with the end table that we have near the couch in this front living room. And this is where I just want to pause for a second and have a little bit of real talk. Lately, I've been really trying to work on contentment. I've shared a little bit about this in past videos, but sometimes I hit a creative wall and I just catch myself thinking, if I just had a little more of a budget, then I could make this space feel how I imagine it. Maybe I could swap my pillow inserts for down-filled ones so they don't look so frumpy, or finally buy that perfect piece of furniture. It's so easy to slip into that mindset of if only, but I've really been trying to pause and shift my perspective. I keep coming back to this verse. It's 1 Timothy 6:6, but godliness with contentment is great gain. I especially come back to it when I feel that tension between what I envision and what I have. The truth is, we don't need endless budgets to create beauty in our homes. There's so much value in working with what you already own, moving pieces from room to room, pulling things out of storage, and even thrifting something unexpected that adds charm or character. In this video, you'll see me doing just that, rearranging furniture, repurposing items, and doing my best to make this entryway both beautiful and functional without going out and buying everything new. When I was styling the bookshelf, I realized most of what I had to work with were cookbooks, photos, and dishes. So not the typical living room pieces, but instead of running to Target, let's say, to buy all the trendy decor, I just made it work with what I had, and I think that's okay. I spent 2 weeks scouring Facebook Marketplace for the perfect dresser or console or even an armoire, and the one piece I fell in love with was well over $1,000. Definitely not happening. So I reminded myself, you don't need perfect to make it meaningful. Yes, this space will continue to evolve over time, but for now, I do truly love it, and my family does too, and that is what matters the most. We reused so much of what we already owned, only brought in a few new pieces, and it feels like home. Our entryway feels cozy, thoughtful, and it's practical. It's not perfect, but it's welcoming and it's full of meaningful pieces, and I'm proud of that. Thanks for spending time with me here today. I hope this gave you a few ideas or maybe just the encouragement to use what you have and create a home that tells your story, one room at a time. Thanks so much for being here, friends. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.